Hey, Jay West again. This time we're doing Muckman and Joe Eyeball. We're gonna unbox and review those guys and see what they're all about. So, starting off, we got the standard slipcover, the green. I believe Heroes is he a hero? Yeah, they're all green this time, with the exception, Donatello's I think was green. This guy's green, Casey's green. I guess they're all considered good guys because they're bad at one point and then they're good. So no real villains. And then Mutagen Man, of course, is pink. But yeah, we got a standard slipcover here with Muckman on the cover, looking crazy. Man, there's something about this design where I'm not trying to play sides here between Super 7 and NECA. I love them both. But the cartoon one just does nothing for me. I almost skipped that one, but it does nothing for me. That detail of the Super 7, and they're bringing out all those details of those vintage figures, man. Ooh, like, yo, I had to have this one. And when I saw it, I was like, that's an immediate buy right there. So, Turtles on the back, Ultimates on the top. So let's slip this slip cover off real quick. Another massive figure in this line. Like, the villains are gonna be big. Like, I can't wait to, oh man, Rat King. I'm waiting, Super 7. Where's my Rat King? Where's my Rat King, Super 7? I can't wait to see what they do with them. I really can't. If it's anything like they've done with all these other figures, it's gonna be great. Can't wait to see Leatherhead and Krang and those guys reviewing them. They look good already. Like Slash and oh man. There's exciting things to come. I know that. I can't wait to see the reveal for the next wave. But let's take a look at this guy since we're talking about this guy right now. All right, so I'm gonna open him up. Okay, before I forget, gotta read the bio. Okay, Muckman and Joe Eyeball, the garbage gathering ghoul and his parasitic pal. Mutated with muck and transformed with trash, this fuming former sewer worker oozes mysteriously through the city sewer system, searching for morsels of muck, sludge, and slime. Don't be fooled by the clothespin on his nose. That's not to keep the smell out, it's to keep the garbage in. But what does Muckman have besides a nose clogged with gunk? He's got Joe Eyeball, the amazing three-eyeballed, no-nose parasitic pal who decomposes his way through sewer pipes and can see through the thickest sewer stench. He has three eyeballs. It's weird. Okay. Did not know that. Okay. So let's take a look at these guys. I'm going to start off with Joe Eyeball here because I'm curious about how this is going to work here. Okay. So he's got a little garbage can that comes in. And a plug for the back. So this sticks in the back of Muckman. Details on there. Superb as usual, with the bones and the can and the slice of pizza just sticking there and the ooze. Let's take this off. We don't need that plastic on there. Okay, Joe Eyeball. So it looks like he actually does have articulation. So he's got ball joints at the shoulder right there. He does have three eyeballs. He does have three eyeballs. I gotta check the one for the cartoon version to see if he has three eyeballs too. Now that is not movable. That's kind of like a stuck piece that does not move at all. So I mean, you're not gonna do much with him besides keep him in the trash can anyway. Well, that's what I'm gonna do. The eyes are not movable. That's all like a solid piece. The head is on a ball joint. Mouth does not move. But it looks pretty cool. Like these little tendrils on the side here, they don't move. And the feet do not move. Okay, so a little bit of articulation, so that's not bad. So let's pop him in here. And then he can just have his hands like sticking out of the garbage can. Joe Eyeball. Put him to the side. Next, I'm actually going to do accessories because there's not much. There's literally a gun. And they use that hard plastic. Like if you drop it, it's gonna be fine. It's not gonna like break in a little. It's not flimsy. It's not that like that soft plastic or that hard plastic that'll break and it's real like brittle. So this is a nice solid piece right here. That's what I love. I love that. So because yeah, I'm not that careful. So yeah, I drop stuff sometimes. And, you know how they be shelf diving. I don't like my stuff breaking when it shelf dives. You know. So Let's look at the details in the gun here. You got these are some huge, are these flies? These things are freaking huge. These are like freaking, I don't know where they have flies this big. Australia, maybe. But that's too big for a fly, I'm sorry. Got some slugs on there. And then it says soda. Oh, snap. It's a soda can? Look at that. It says soda on there. I don't know if you can see it. I don't even know if I can do that, but it says soda on the end of it. Like right there. There it is. So that's cool. So it's made up of different components. And then what's this? Ketchup. Now that would have been cool if they actually colored it. The color of like the ketchup bottle was red and like the soda can was like a different color. So it's a whole bunch of different cans put together. That's cool. So what else we got? We got peas, worms, turtle soup. Oh, snap. And then it looks like, yeah, ketchup and then the soda. That's cool. So there's that. So he comes with this gun. And then he comes with, I guess you would call that a gripping hand. That is something nasty right there. So that's kind of like a gripping hand. It's got muck all over it. Like, oh my God, look at the details on that. You can see like the bones in it. Oh man, that's what I love about this figure. Like the details just pop. I kind of do wish the bones were actually bone colored though. That would have made it pop even more. And with along with that that nasty green looking color, that would have been superb. So yeah, the other hand, and then you could like see like the slime. Like you could probably use the the NECA. It came with like a little canister of ooze with the Muckman. Mine's boxed up, so I can't do a comparison. So I'm sorry about that. Bad timing on everything. The only ones that I do have out, I actually have my Casey and my my Mondo Gecko, so I can compare those. But the others are like boxed up right now. So this hand, you got, yeah, it's got like the slime, like you just picked the slime out of his nose or just ripped it off his body. So that's cool. The details are so amazing in this line, man. So there's that. And then the main man himself, Muckman. All right, yeah, Muckman. Yep, I always get him and Mutagen Man confused. But look at this guy, man. Like, if you just sit and just look at the details of this figure, it's out of this world, man. Like, there's actually different shades of green and like pus and ooze coming out of him. There's different shades, and he's got the bugs on him. There's a soda can on him, and it just worms. Looks like mushrooms. There's a teddy bear in his stomach. I love the hole. I don't know what it is about the hole in his stomach, but I love the hole in his stomach. He actually does have articulation in the waist too, so that moves. And he's got the ball joints, and he's got the ball joints at the knees with the swivel, and then rockers at the ankles, and the hinge at the wrist, balls at the elbows. Like, this guy he's on point. The head's on a ball joint. It looks like, okay, that's all one solid piece. So yeah, so it goes up pretty far. So it goes in. This is all like one big old piece. This is a separate piece too, the piece that goes on his head. I'm not sure why that's separate though. Unless you could put ooze in his head and it comes out of his mouth. That's the only reason I can see that happening. You put ooze in his head and then it comes out of his mouth. That's awesome. That's awesome. Ooh, it actually has a picture of what he looked like before. He looked crazy. He looked crazy before he was Mutagen Man. See that right there? I don't know if you can really see it on camera. That's what he looked like. Flowers. That's a huge spider. He must be from Australia. That spider is freaking huge, man. Ew. And then the ooze just coming out of his arm. It's got flowers and mushrooms and just the bone. Yeah, see how the bone is like a different color? That really pops right there. That really pops. This is, oh man. This is probably the best figure in this wave. Like Donatello, your standard turtle. Okay, he's cool. I'm going to take a look at Casey and Mondo in a minute. But right now, I'm calling it. Like, this is like the best figure of the wave. Just details alone and just everything going on with this guy. And then the extra stuff that you can do with him with the ooze. And then he's got like a hole in him. And then let's pop Joe Eyeball in the back here. See how that looks. So there's a little slot in the back. And you slide that guy in. Come on. Let's see here. It's not sliding in as easy as I want it to. Ooh, okay, that's not going as easy as I want it to, though. Not an easy slide, but that's probably a good thing. So once you get it in there, it ain't coming out. Oh wow, yeah, that took a little elbow grease to get that in there, but that's not coming out. So stand this guy up, put him back in there, and then you have them together. Look at that. He stands up pretty tall, man. Let's compare him to, you know what? I've got Mondo here. We'll do Mondo since I have him right here. I'll do a size comparison. Have him in a certain pose on a skateboard. Straighten those legs, bruh. All right. So it's kind of like a size comparison. You know what? You know, I'll do Casey because he's standing up a little bit better. Wow. Yeah, he's definitely got some size. He makes Casey look like a child. Oh, man. That's crazy. So let's take a look. I want to look at more details on this guy. Like, I know I'm missing some stuff here. Apple on his butt. Oh, man. I could sit here and just pick out stuff all day. Like, look at even the bone. Like, it kind of protrudes off. And then the sewer lid for a foot, man. Wow. I'm amazed with this figure. And I knew it was going to be a hit when I saw, like, the promo pics, man. But having it in hand is just something different. And that's what I love about this line. Just the details and how it brings out all those gross, you know, like details of the old figures, man. This takes me back. That's cool. And he stands up good, too, with a sewer for a foot. So he's got some good balance. Oh man, this is killer right here, man. That's cool. I need to get me some slime and put it in his head though. All right, so off to the next one. I can go on with this figure all day, but I gotta get some more reviews out the way. Yo, if you don't have this guy, pick him up. I'm pretty sure he's still available on Big Bad Toy Store and any other retailers you guys use. He's a must-have. He's a must-have. This is incredible. So, all right, I'm gonna do. Let's do. You know what? I'm gonna save Casey for last. And I will do my man right here, Mondo Gecko, next. And I will catch you guys on the west side. Hey guys, Jay West, round 3 for the Super 7 wave. And this time, it's gonna be Mondo Gecko. So he comes in the standard slipcover. Turtles on the back. Let's slide him open like so. Put that to the side. Mondo Gecko. Now this one, I was actually gonna skip this. Not gonna lie, because I'm kind of partial to the cartoon look. He just looks cooler in the cartoon. I'm sorry, he looks cooler, but something told me that I needed to have this guy in my collection. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get the whole wave anyway. So you know what? Might as well get him. Mondo Gecko. So let's read it. Let's check it out. A loner, a lizard, a skate master, mutated from a headbanging thrash metal teenage guitarist. Mondo Gecko is the coolest lizard to surf in the concrete jungle. Known to his cold-blooded Borden brethren as the Mon, okay. Mondo Gecko likes to skate the sewers and grease the grind. This maximum maniac grooves on shining the curbside and puts the fun and freedom ahead of everything else. He's always stoked and looking for a new adventure. So when the turtles need some extra help, Mondo's ready to skate, rattle, and roll. Who writes these things? But anyway, here he is in the standard packaging, and we're going to pop this guy open right now. Here we go. Mondo Gecko. And he's actually really small. So, like, yeah, like, they look bigger in the picture. Well, some of them look bigger in the picture. And then when you get him in hand, they're like, oh, wow, that's actually kind of small. Like, he's almost the same height as the NECA version of Mondo. He's, like, almost the same height. Like, that's crazy. You would figure he'd be kind of, like, bigger, right? But, yeah, he's about the same size. So, that's pretty cool. That was actually pretty interesting find. But something about this dude, he looks so much rad. He looks radder. Radder, is that a word? Radder? I don't know, something about him, just maybe it's the eyes or that he's got a nice set of teeth. He's got a nice set of teeth. But I don't know, something about that cartoon look that really drew to me as a kid. That was one of my favorite episodes. But let's put this guy to the side and let's check out this guy. So his accessories, he's gonna come with that crazy looking skateboard, and then we'll compare that to the NECA version, which is, wow, look at that. So you can see the height difference of the skateboards. So they're about the same size. I think NECA's might be actually just a smidge taller, if you can see that. And then the designs on the front, he's got like the flame here, and he's got the flaming skull here. That's a dope t-shirt too. I missed the Loot Crate box with that t-shirt. I gotta get my hands on one of those. So that's pretty neat. So it's pretty much like the same idea, just executed a little bit differently. Let's put that to the side. And then he comes with some hands here. So he comes with an open grip, another open grip. So open grip left and right. A little bit of a tighter grip for left and right. It's got one of these, man. It's got one of these. Surfs up, dude kind of hand. Fisticuffs. He's only got one though, one fist. And then, though, you can get him in some cool, like, skateboard hand poses, the open palm. Kind of doing some, crazy poses like that. And then it comes with this head. I love how these figures, well, some of them anyway, come with the extra heads. So I wonder, like, what figures are gonna come with extra heads and what figures aren't. So, like, Casey would have been cool with an extra head, because his is actually a little bit different from the vintage, from what I've seen so far. So it would have been cool to get something more like the vintage and then something, like, totally different. The Turtles have, like, different heads, and then they have their standard vintage heads. This guy's got a closed mouth grin and then an open mouth grin. I believe this is the original one. Who else has it? Oh, that Samurai Leo, which is dope. He's got that dope mask. Oh my god, that figure looks cool. So I wonder what figures warrant the extra heads and which ones don't. So that's gonna be interesting to see down the line. But yeah, this is pretty cool. So I believe this is the new one. He's got his tongue sticking out, and he looks insane. He looks insane. Like he has a really crazy face. And then he's trying to get them perfect teeth. He's trying. He got the braces on. He's trying to get those perfect teeth. Got a few missing on the bottom, but he ain't got it like my man over here. Nah, hat is not removable. That is like a crazy looking grin. That kind of scares me. That is a crazy looking face, man. Look at that grin, man. That's not cool looking. That's creepy. But anyway, let's get to it. He's got this really big dome. His head is huge. His head is, like, the other one's kind of proportionate. His head is huge, but that's how the vintage figure was. Skull and cross skateboard shirt, which is dope. Love that shirt. Now him, what is that on his? It looks like he's got like a blue foot logo on his arm, but it's just the scales, because he's got one on the other side too. But the detail in the scales is really dope. With the blues, that really pops, man. And he's got his little elbow pads, balls at the shoulders. balls at the elbows with the hinge, and then the hinge at the wrist, balls at the thighs. Is that something there? No articulation there. He's got the balls and the hinges at the knees, rockers at the ankles, and the hinge. And then balls are on the neck. Waist articulation, is it articulated in 2 spots or 1? Let's see here. So it's articulated in 2 spots, I believe. So right underneath the shirt and right at the top of the pants there. So that's cool. The scales are really, they really went into detail with all these scales, man. Like they went hard. Like he's got detail from head to toe, man. Yes, he does. Wow. And then look at the tail, dude. You see, like the vintage figure had this too, with the extra skate on his tail, but it was like the same color, I believe. So it didn't, yeah, like, did they move? Did they move? Did they move? No, they don't move. That would have been cool if they moved though. But yeah, like it's stuff like that that brings out those details like that makes me love this line, man. Oh my goodness. It's stuff like that that just, it's just perfect. I like these black and red kicks too, man. I gotta get me a pair of these. These black and red kicks, like them. So yeah, let's check him out. Let's do a better comparison here. So they look, you know, pretty much identical, except for, you know, with the exception of like the shoes and like the colors. Like the pants are a little bit different, but like. They look pretty similar. Elbow pads. This part is removable. But yeah, like I don't know. There's just something about that. There's just something about this cartoon version. I just love it. Just love it, man. He was a cool cat too. But yeah, man, this is a dope figure. And let's see. Now this skateboard. He's got little holes at the hole pegs at the feet, so you could get him in some skateboarding poses. Let's put him on a skateboard and see what we can do. Here, I want to put him. I had my NECA one kind of like. Let me show you what I had him like. He was kind of like on his board like. He had 1 foot like this, and then he was grabbing the skateboard. Oh man, I don't even remember how I did it. It was such a sweet pose too. I'm gonna have to go back and look at some pictures of how I did it. But he was like grabbing the board with one hand and had like one hand out like this. It was dope. But yeah, I wonder how many good poses you can really get him on the skateboard. So he's got actually 2 peg holes on the skateboard, so you can put both feet on there. Whereas that one only has 1. So I like it better that you have more options on the skateboard where you can kind of put his feet, you know, either 2 feet on or 1 foot on. So, boom, there he is. And then with the articulation, you can probably get him in some pretty cool poses. Let me see if I can get him grabbing the board like that. Come on, get that hand on that board. Yeah, kind of like that. Put one hand out. Let's swap the hands. Since the hands are swappable, let's pop one on. So yeah, it was something like this I had the other Mondo. And then I had him like on a stand, and he was kind of in the air, and he was like hovering over one of those robot Rodneys, roadkill Rodneys. It was like this. So you could probably get him in some really cool poses. So you just got to play around with him a little bit. Put that hand on there like that. Boom. That'll be cool. And then you got the extra skateboard too at the tail. So that's pretty much all I got for this one. I'm kind of going through these fast because I gotta put them back in boxes and then you know, put them in other boxes. So I'm kind of going through everything kind of fast. I will try to take some pictures of these guys before I put them in the box, though. So I'm going to keep a few of them out. I already put Mutagen Man away, though. So maybe Muckman, and I'll keep out Mondo and Casey, take some pictures, show you guys at the end. And let's get to the next one. I'll catch you guys on Casey Jones. Peace. What's up, guys? Last but not least, Mr. Jones, Mr. Casey Jones. Standard slipcover. Casey Jones on the front. TMNT on the back. Let's pop them open. Read the bio. So let's see here. Look at Casey. Look at Casey Jones. Now this figure, I actually still have the vintage figure. I got him right here. This was one of my favorites as a kid. I had quite a few favorites as a kid, but this was definitely one that stands out too. So let's get to the bio. Mr. Jones, the battering vigilante sportsman. I loved him in the cartoon, by the way. He was such a psycho. But like all psychos, yeah, Casey Jones, the masked sportsman, wanted to be a legend. Armed with broken bats, shattered dreams, and one golf club, Casey turned his ambition toward crime fighting. Modeling himself after his favorite vigilante cop show, Casey decided to take the law into his own mitts. Outfitted with cast-off sports gear, Casey challenges every criminal who dares to go out of bounds. Teaming up with our beloved Turtle Teens, Casey strikes out with a special vigilance against Shredder and the Foot Clan. So we are going to pop this crazy psychopath out and check him out in a minute. Okay, and we're back. So we'll start off with the accessories first, since I didn't even bother taking these out. So we got the weapons rack here. So you got all his weapons in the that like kind of teal green kind of color. So that's pretty neat. Probably won't be using it. It's a nice touch that they give us this, the weapons rack. That looks like a net. They get real unique with the weapons racks too. So you could probably get like some material and use this as like a hockey net. So that's pretty dope. They're always thinking outside the box with stuff like that. That's cool. I might actually do that. Maybe I will actually use this. So he's got fisticuffs. He comes with open hands. I'll show you that in a minute. He's got another pair of like open hands. Are a little bit more. You know what? They look. A lot of these hands look the same. I've noticed on these figures. Like with Donatello, like the gripping hands, they kind of look the same. So he's got like two pairs of gripping hands on both sides, and then a pair of kind of like open palm hands at the bottom here. So there's that. Next, should we get in? You know what? Let's get into the accessories that are loose here. So we got the golf club. So that's cool. Nice little detail on that. Hockey stick. I think this is the goalies, right? Let's see. And it's a nice soft plastic too, so you don't have to worry about that breaking. So that's good. It can get warped though. That's the only problem with that. But I'd rather it warped than it. You could always fix that instead of having it break. So like yeah, this for instance is kind of like warped, but I'd rather have that than have breakage, man. So the bag here, and it's not one solid color. So they actually threw some other greens in there, some other colors, and silver, and it really makes it pop. So I like that. That's really nice. A couple tears in the bag. I think they should have weathered it a little bit, made it look like kind of dirty. That would have been nice. That would have been a nice touch. And then it comes with 3 baseball bats. So he's got some interesting weapons here. Usually it comes with like a couple more hockey sticks, and then you know, what's that thing called? I should know. I've seen the movie a million times. Cricket, yeah. Jose Canseco bats. So he's got like one regular bat, so it looks like it's not broken. And then he's got one chipped bat, where it's like chipped at the top. Detail on that is awesome. And then one like he smashed somebody with this bat and he kept it for some reason. Kind of bat. So that's cool too. And then I honestly do not remember, but I don't know if the old Casey Jones came with hockey pucks, but this one comes with hockey pucks. It comes with 3 hockey pucks. So he's got one here, another one here, and then another one here that has oh god, has nothing on it. And then these guys have the tape on it. I guarantee we will be seeing these again in the future if they do the NHL Leo, which I love that figure for some reason. I'm not even a big hockey fan, but I was a big Leonardo fan when I was a kid. So I had to have every Leonardo figure. I had like the football one. the hockey one. So if they make those, I would probably get them at a nostalgia factor. So we'll probably see those hockey pucks again. But I gotta go back and look to see if they actually came with the vintage figure. I'm not 100% sure. But let's get to the man himself. One of my favorite figures as a kid, because I love Casey Jones. He is a psychopath, and he's a nut job, and in that cartoon he had me cracking up. Every episode was gold. But yeah, he looks just like I remember him, man. With the gray sweatpants, some ugly pea soup green sneakers, that like the green shirt with the brown and orange like thing on his shoulder. Yeah. Ooh, he does have some weathering on his mask. Okay. Unless that's just dirt. I don't know. But it looks kind of cool, though. I'll take it. And then he's got, like, the blue streaks in the hair. So he looks... Oh, man, he looks awesome. And then, yeah, like, I always remember the details of the old figure. He had, like hairy arms, so you could actually see, like, the hair on the arms. He's got the bandages on his arm. And then this side was gloved. Yeah, man. Now, the waist articulation looks kind of weird. It's not, like, flat, you know? Like how... Let's see if... Like, Mondo's is kind of, like, flat. This is kind of, like, rounded off. He's got a little bit of a weird articulation at the waist. So that's the first thing you kind of notice. Other than that, you can swivel that left and right, and then he's got the ball joints at the thighs, and then at the knees with the hinge, and then the hinge at the boot with a little bit of a rocker. Not as much of a rocker on his ankles. Like, it's a little bit. And then balls at the shoulders, ball joint on the head. I wish he came with another head, though. Like, I kind of wonder what their theory for different heads is. Because if you look at the old vintage figure here, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more flat at the top, right? And then this guy's a little bit more rounded off. But yeah, that's, man. Wow, look at this. Like, this is crazy. Look at this. Oh, this takes me back, man. Oh, this is so cool. This is cool. Like, having stuff like this and actually having the old figure and having the new figure in hand. This is what it's all about, man. This is what it's all about. Yeah. Oh, man, let's see. No, did they do it? Yes, okay. So, yeah, the details on the glove. He actually has, like, a little detail on his glove here that he has on here. So, that's cool. Then you got the hairy arms. Some dust on this guy. Oh, man, it's got a little bit of shading there. Man. It's got a lot of dust on him. Good grief. You can tell he's been in the bin for a while. So, yeah, man, like... He's still got that crazy looking mask. It looks even crazier now though. But yeah, like I don't know, man. Like this you just get lost in these figures sometimes. You just get lost. Like, wow. Like I'm actually holding like a new version of one of my favorite figures from a kid, man. It's a good feeling. Oh boy. But something about that waist. I don't like that waist though. It's weird. It should have been flat. Other than that, I don't have any gripes with this figure. Oh, man, the knees, too, where it has, like, the bandages at the knees. I forgot about that. That's, oh, man, I love it. So that's cool. Now I got to take a look at that because that looks kind of backwards. Is that backwards? No, yeah, it looks like it's on the right leg. Okay. But, yeah, man, like, this is a great wave right here. This is a great wave for Donatello, Muckman, Mondo and Casey. I'm still gonna say that Muckman is the winner of this wave, cause that dude is just he looks crazy. Like, oh man, he's solid. He's solid. He looks awesome. But close second, I don't know. Like Donatello, he's great. Love having all four turtles, but I don't know. Close second would probably be maybe Mondo or Casey, and then he's just Donatello. It's just But winner for sure, Muckman. But yeah, man, this figure looks dope. Let's put the backpack on him, see how that works out real quick. I can sit here and just talk about these figures all day, but I know we all got things to do. We all got places to be. So let's see here. Pop that over the shoulder here. Now you might have to pop off the head. Let me see if the head's removable. I don't know if it is, because he doesn't have an extra head, so how would I get that over the shoulder, you know? I don't want to break it, so I don't know if his head's removable or not. I don't want to test that theory. Let me see if I can slide it on the other way, because then I'll have it like that. Ooh, that's gonna be tricky. Okay, we got it. All right, so that's how I wanted it on him. I wanted this strap on this side and then this strap on this side. So it took a little maneuvering with the arm to get it to where I wanted it. So let's put these guys in here. So that fits. That fits. I should put the baseball bats in first. That's gonna be a little tight. And then, come on, let it fit. Boom. Okay, good. We got it all in there. Details on this guy too. Like, yeah, there is a little bit of weathering on the weapons, so that's cool. They should have done some in the back though. But boom, there we go. Look at Casey Jones, man. Look at the weapons in the back. You could probably throw the pucks in there too. There might be a little bit of room in the pucks at the bottom. But yeah, that's exactly how I want them. I might bend them at the knees, make them a little bit more vintage like. Ugly sneakers. And it's not like one color too. They actually improved upon it by making it a couple different colors. So that's cool. Man, look at that. Oh, that's so much fun. That's cool. That is, yeah. That's Casey Jones right there. That's how I remember him. Does he come with that hand? Yeah, he does actually come with that hand. I like that. Oh man, this is what I love about this line. Stuff like this, man. So, while I have Casey Jones out here, stand up my dude, I'm gonna put Casey out here. Stand up. Balancing issues for a second here. For sure balancing issues on this guy. So we got Super 7 Casey, Vintage Casey. We got NECA Casey. Up. Stand up, my dude. Come on. Oh, he's got those green shoes too. And we got Movie Casey. I gotta get some accessories for this guy though, so he can match his brethren here. Look at all the Caseys together, man. This psychopath of a character, one of my favorites. Yup, here he is. Now this guy came with some crazy weapons, man. He came with like a sledgehammer, came with a baseball bat, whatever this thing is. Yeah, he came with some cool stuff. So that's pretty much it for this wave. So I'm gonna be taking a little bit of a break for a while. I actually don't know what's next. I still think it's gonna be the farm pack. I just don't know exactly when. I forgot about these guys in the last video. But yeah, that's it. 2022 is here, and we got a lot more figures to cover throughout the year. I can't wait. There's gonna be some Super 7. There's gonna be NECA, a new setup. It's gonna be crazy. So I can't wait for that. I will keep you guys updated. You guys stay safe out there. Be good. I will catch you on the west side. Peace.